Welcome to the Safely Controlled Podcast, a show where we think we know what we're talking about, but we're still deeply confused.
That's right, those mysterious, spooky, and sometimes downright ridiculous anomalies that the SCP Foundation works so hard to keep under control.
How do they control them? Why do they control them? Honestly, we're still figuring that out. But hey, we got dice, and that's all we need to choose which SCP we're probably going to mispronounce today.
From homicidal rubber ducks to existentially horrifying vending machines, we're here to explain them to you. Mostly.
So buckle up and suspend your disbelief, and prepare to be entertained by two people pretending they know what's going on. Going to be next week, and then whatever we're doing today can be the following, or even after that. Oh, you ever get bullied so much that you have to switch your fucking internet browser?
Oh, who did that?
Me.
Who bullied you?
You.
With why? With Edge?
Yeah.
Fuck Edge. Fuck Microsoft. So funny. You feel like you're bullied by me. That's so funny.
Everybody made fun of me because I use Microsoft Edge.
Who's everybody?
Because it was in the computer. Like, I just didn't download the other browser. Like, if the computer came with Google Chrome, I would have been using Google Chrome from the beginning.
I can't wait to hear you read this shit. You're going to be coughing.
Dude, I'm so out of breath. It's unreal.
I know. You sound like...
I hate being sick.
Ran a marathon.
Oh, professional wrestler and reality bender, Gary
Moreno.
The sharpshooter. Oh, wrestling. Oh, wrestling.
You might have to save that.
What do you know about wrestling?
Nothing.
John Cena turned heel.
I heard. I'm like, I was going to send you an article. I'm like, why?
Why
fucking knows.
He watched it.
I didn't watch it, but I guess the next day it was huge news that he turned heel.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, you were happy about it?
Yeah, I mean, John Cena's who he is for the past fucking 20-some years in wrestling. Mm-hmm. So it's actually really cool that he is doing this now because he's never been the bad guy before. He's always been hustle, loyalty, respect, John Cena, I'm goody two-shoes, Superman type of person. Mm. That's his character.
Gotcha.
And now he is now aligning with The Rock, and that's actually sick.
That's not good?
No, I mean...
Oh,
technically, it's not good for most
sick.
people. It's a good sick. I love it.
Gotcha.
It was supposed to be the other guy that you said who looks like a Bond villain or whatever, Cody Rhodes, the one with the blonde hair.
Right.
Everybody thought he was going to be the one that turned heel or whatever.
He looks like a heel.
Now he does. But if he, so an older version of Cody Rhodes, or technically the younger version of him, when he was in his late 20s, early 30s, he had black hair. Mm. Which, I mean, that's probably his natural hair color.
Oh, probably.
Unless blonde is. I mean, Dusty Rhodes had blonde hair. It's his dad.
Oh,
I don't know
really?
if you can put that together. Cody Rhodes, Dusty Rhodes.
Gotcha. No, I didn't make the connection.
Do you know who Gold Dust was?
No.
Oh, another wrestler. Dustin Rhodes.
Oh, all related.
All wrestlers.
Nice.
You have anything? You got some news? You got some talk?
No, I don't. No, this is a bad play on the that SNL skit, Bee Gees, Justin Timberlake.
The Barry Gibb talk show?
Barry Gibb talk show. You have anything?
No.
No, I don't.
No, I don't. Come on, talk to me. Talk to your brother. Please talk to your brother.
Exactly.
Okay. Are we rolling?
Are we rolling? Or are we going? We ain't going with a theme. We just gonna go standard.
I don't know. You're the one that I gotta ask you if we're rolling.
Oh,
I feel like that's the new gimmick of the show.
No, I don't want to change.
I like it.
Show.
No, I like it. I feel like the show changes itself. So it's like if you have one that you're pressed to read, or you think that would be a good one. I'm
still a fan. I'm still reeling over the diagram one, the one that was all drawings. I'm still on a high from that, and it feels like anything we roll will be nowhere near as good as that.
Just a bunch of pictures.
I mean, it was so good.
It was pretty good.
I mean, just so creative.
I'm hoping for a story. I would like some dialogue, but then again, I have a feeling that I'm going to make you read the most of this, so I don't cough my fucking head off. All right, whatever. All right, so is that a roll? Fuck it, we're gonna roll.
We'll roll. Save another one.
How about this? We'll do 3.
Sure.
I haven't done 3 in a while. So that is 901. 901. Good for us.
Building on the square.
Building on the square. Has a really shitty rating. Lots of good stuff here, though. We have incident reports.
Yeah.
Addendums. Okay.
Yeah, We'll do it. Too bad it has a low rating, but maybe we'll like it more.
The building on the square.
Building on the square.
The square is capitalized.
It is.
So I don't know what that means. It must be important. Take it away.
All right. Object Class Euclid, Special Containment Procedures. The location and nature of SCP-901 poses difficulties for containment. All doors, windows, and any other features which may appear to an observer to be possible entrances to 9CP. 9CP.
9CP.
9CP. I'll just read that whole sentence again. All doors, windows, and any other features which may appear to an observer to be possible entrances to SCP-901 are to be sealed. SCP-901 is to be surrounded by a 4.5 meter chain link fence topped with razor wire and wooden construction hoardings on the outer perimeter of the fence to give the appearance of a defunct facility. 2 Foundation agents in local police uniform are to be positioned at the entrance to SCP-901 at all times, with 4 more agents in plain clothes discreetly patrolling the perimeter of SCP-901. Under no circumstances should the personnel enter SCP-901 except during controlled testing conditions. So here's a description. SCP-901 is a 4-story building constructed in the neoclassical style, situated at 10 blank square, blankety blank. Coordinates blank. It is L-shaped and takes up a footprint of approximately 850 meters squared. Information on SCP-901's history has been difficult to obtain. Questioning of the local population suggests that it has existed since 1947 at the earliest, but no records of its builders or subsequent usage has been found. It's not possible to enter SCP-901 through any method other than through the main entrance, which consists of a large mahogany double door of dimensions 5.2 by 4.5 meters, from here on designated at SCP-901-1. SCP-901-1 opens to a large main hall, which appears to be empty when viewed from the outside. The windows, although covered with a thick coating of dirt, also show all the rooms of SCP-901 are empty. However, observers have on rare occasions reported movement, shadowy figures, and in one case, through the windows. So far, none of these phenomena have been captured by recording devices.
Reported movements of shadowy figures. In one case, something was also like another, some sort of a ghost, some sort of a
spooky thing.
Entity.
A what? Entity?
Entity.
Oh, entity. I heard entity.
Entity.
Mm-hmm.
It's super weird that it's just a building, a 4-story building.
Yeah.
Nothing in it.
Right.
Can't go anywhere else except for the main door, in or out.
The mahogany main door.
It said that's the only.
So far, it's really not.
Enter through any method except for the main entrance. Can you leave through something else?
Nobody says yet.
We'll figure this out.
We will. When an individual enters SCP-901, SCP-901-1 will close and be unable to be opened from the outside by any currently tested means for a period of time ranging from 30 minutes to several months. Approximately 60% of those who enter SCP-901 will not emerge and are considered for the purposes of Foundation status and record keeping to be neutralized. In these cases, SCP-901-1 will simply be able to be opened once more without any visible changes. Regular testing of SCP-901-1 is therefore necessary to determine when its time of locking has passed. When SCP-901-1 is sealed, electronic recording or transmission devices within SCP-901 malfunction.
What is the -1 here?
That's the door.
The door is -1?
The door's -1. The mahogany door is SCP-901-1.
That's what I thought. I was just making sure.
Mm-hmm. Crazy, huh?
Okay, yeah, you got it.
So, anywhere from 30 minutes to several months.
Mm-hmm.
And 60% of those who enter don't come out.
That's ridiculous.
I wonder what happens in there. Let's see.
This is actually kind of reminding me just a little bit of it's a building, it's a 4-story building, but it's also reminding me a little bit of the observatory that nobody could fucking get out of.
Mm-hmm. Good. All right. The remainder of the individuals who enter SCP-901 eventually exit the structure, again through SCP-901-1, and the main effects of SCP-901 have been determined through verbal reports from these subjects. When a subject enters SCP-901 just 901, It takes on the appearance of a fully staffed institution rather than an empty building. The nature of the institution varies between subjects, but is usually a security or law enforcement facility with the features of apparent authority of particular anathema to the subject, although subjects are unable or unwilling to describe definite identifying marks.
Looking through the windows, it's an empty building.
Yep. But
sometimes you see shit in there, sometimes you don't.
Right.
When you walk in, it's a fucking fully operational
facility.
Yeah, a law enforcement facility. Usually a security or law enforcement facility. Yeah, like at the beginning of this, I was a little bit like, whatever, this could be something. But now it seems like this is actually a good one. I don't know, like, depending on its low rating here, I guess we'll find that out why, but so far this is actually kind of interesting. Because I can imagine, especially observing this from the outside, and then even, like, when somebody walks in, that person's going to notice shit that the people outside, if they're still paying attention to them while they're in the building walking around, you see shit that they don't.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Notable resemblances include the SS, I'm going to butcher this, Gehim Staatspolizei, the Soviet Committee for State Security, the police force of the subject's home nation, or, in one notable case, D. 1955, formerly Foundation researcher Dr. Blank, who had been demoted to D class due to breaches of protocol involving assignment to SCP-231, entered SCP-901 and dated by the order of 05 Blank. The internal architecture of SCP-901 seems to be unchanged. It is unknown whether the effects of SCP-901 manifest in reality or are the product of hallucinations caused by psychological effects of the SCP.
That was something that I was going to ask, is like, if you're stepping into the building, you're just seeing what you want to see, or is it didn't say anything about two people walking at the same time. It says anytime somebody walks in, the door automatically shuts and locks.
Well, yeah, and then like when you're in there, and like it could have been a Soviet Committee for State Security around you, the police force of your home nation, depending on where you grew up, or whatever else that was removed from the file. So it's pretty like fantasy driven.
And I was going to ask, like, if two people walked in at the same time, are they going to see different shit?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's
what I'm thinking.
It's like basically as soon as you make some sort of a contact, maybe with the building, like the lobby floor or whatever.
So far, I feel like it's underrated. Upon entering SCP-901, the subject is confronted by one or more personnel in the employ of said authority, who proceed to restrain the subject and escort them to another sector of SCP-901, where the subject will be interrogated by a figure of relatively high rank in the organization, designated SCP-901-2. So doors 901-1, and this high-ranking official is SCP-901-2. Unlike the other figures populating SCP-901, SCP-901-2 appears to be a consistent feature during all subjects' experience of SCP-901.
That's fucking sick.
That's crazy. So yeah, you might go in and see different things, but you're both talking to this.
-2 is just like whoever's in charge of anything. You walk in and you're, like it said, like you walking in and you're walking into the police station of your hometown, and that guy is the chief of police. But anybody from somewhere else, if it's going to be that Soviet police force or whatever the hell it's called, he's going to be in charge. Yeah. It's the same guy. It looks the same. That's fucking sick, actually.
That's pretty cool. Although SCP-901-2's ethnicity, facial features, and clothing vary to fit the characteristics of the organization occupying SCP-901, subjects have consistently described SCP-901-2 as a man of 1.6 to 1.95 meters in height, of average build, and with a calm or level voice. Due to the psychological effects of SCP-901, more in-depth subject observations on SCP-901-2 are considered unreliable. SCP-901-2 will interrogate the subject on a particular act or acts by the subject against the laws of SCP-901's occupying authority. This does not appear to correspond to any actions the subject has performed, and indeed may be physically impossible for the subject in question. So they're being threatened of a law being broken by their what's the word?
Legislation, maybe.
No. Like Monroeville police can only pull someone over in Monroeville. Their
Jurisdiction. Yeah.
So there we go, jurisdiction. So whatever laws can be easily broken in their jurisdiction is probably what they say you do. Now, if you're physically unable to, let's say you're in a wheelchair and they said you climb this wall, you can't physically do it, but they're thinking you did it.
The fact is, first of all, we don't necessarily know where this is, but because everything was redacted here at the beginning, so the address is 10 something square in whatever city and state that it's in. I'm assuming that it's in a city and state, but here's the thing: is I have a feeling that this has nothing to do with America in particular. I have a feeling this is somewhere else because I keep seeing some grammar things that are throwing me off, like organization spelled with an S.
That could be.
We don't do that.
That could be a typo.
One point. Yeah, but it's multiple times.
But it's always meters. They never use.
I just have a feeling that this is written.
Oh, maybe.
I'm getting that sense of feeling that this is from somewhere in Europe.
Gotcha. The personnel occupying SCP-901 will then attempt to extract a confession from the subject. The nature of this process is highly variable between subjects, but may be physical or psychological and will match the nature of the organization occupying SCP-901 to some extent. Due to the invariable effects of these procedures on the subject, details have been difficult to acquire and are considered to be of dubious quality, but indicated examples include physical assault, use of specialized devices designed to cause physical stress, sensory deprivation, sexual assault, threats against associates of the subject, and use of data expunged. Let's not even guess what that is.
Drugs. Use of drugs.
Probably
I'm just going to say it's drugs.
Well, I mean,
any type of drug. Fentanyl. Wait, what?
Doesn't fentanyl make you feel good?
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Me neither, but isn't that why people take it?
I think that it's more of an addiction thing, isn't it? I don't even know what fentanyl is. I'm too stupid.
Yeah,
isn't it something to do with heroin?
Something like that. All right. The subject will then emerge from SCP-901 after a period of time consistent with observation. In all cases, subjects who survive the effects of SCP-901 will suffer severe post-traumatic stress disorder. Subjects will also experience hallucinations and paranoid delusions, especially related to being under constant threat or observation by the organization encountered within SCP-901. Subjects often develop a condition similar to Stockholm Syndrome, manifesting in a reluctance to criticize the organization in question and the justification of its actions. The psychological effects of SCP-901 appear to be poorly treated by time or medical therapy, and in some cases may increase to such a point that
they need fentanyl.
They need fentanyl. Data expunged.
Stockholm Syndrome is the one where you're thinking about that in particular.
I think when someone kidnaps you, then you get that.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna get at. Yeah. So okay.
Yeah, you get this connection. Mm-hmm. That's what that is.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
And so the people related to being under constant threat or observation by the organization, which is funny because that means that you're just sitting there all fucking tweaked out all the whole time, thinking that there's people watching you, and
they are.
You have to ask they're gonna ask you questions, you have to answer them.
Well, no wonder there's PTSD after this shit.
But at the same time, you're developing Stockholm Syndrome because you're missing the SCP. Like you want to go back to the building.
I mean, maybe.
Manifesting a reluctance of criticize the organization in question and justification. I don't know. It just seems like that's strange to me.
Like Nazis aren't that bad.
What?
Like if you're taken in by Nazi, I'm not saying they're not bad. I'm saying
I see what the fuck. Wow.
Yeah, dude.
Matt, add some fucking context.
Yeah, I'm sorry. No. I didn't even mean to go Elon on you.
What?
I didn't.
Oh my lordy.
No.
All right, I'm awake now. Thanks, Rob. There it is.
Yeah, we woke up. We woke up that cough is what we did.
Oh my god.
You all right?
It's so good. I'm so lighted.
You want to take
now.
a break?
No, I'm great.
All right.
You're the one that's reading.
I know. All right. Addendum. Addendum 901-1. So addendum door.
Addendum to the door.
It's the first addendum. In the light of Incident 901-1, personnel are forbidden from damaging or otherwise interfering with SCP-901 in any way except under controlled testing conditions. Incident 901-1 synopsis. Dr. Blank suggested physically bracing SCP-901-1 to prevent it from closing, Oh, well, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Whilst an individual entered the structure, allowing observation of said individual's behavior. This was approved, and appropriate personnel and apparatus were assembled. As agents blank and blank began to install the apparatus, they abruptly halted after 3 minutes, and judging from their dialogue, appeared to notice a large group of armed hostiles standing inside SCP-901. Agent Blank protested that they had been ordered by the local district to carry out repairs on SCP-901, which he referred to as blank. It should be noted that no local blank had ever existed, and it had not been deemed necessary to prepare a cover story for the operation. So he came up with something off the cuff.
The agent?
The agent did. Yeah, because he said, oh, no. It's, the local area, the local
right.
municipality wanted us to work on this door, blah, blah, blah. He just covered for himself.
Right.
Well, anyway.
Imagine trying to keep the door open, because that's when I read the first thing, the addendum there was, they're going to try to keep the door open before it shuts, and then some shit's going to go down.
Well, this is
all
shit
the
going
fucking,
down before.
All the armed, didn't it say armed guards?
Yeah,
armed hostiles.
Armed
Dude,
hostiles.
fuck that.
All right, let's
You're like, my bad, wrong door.
All right. Agent Blank appeared to argue with the group of hostiles, who remained inaudible and invisible to observers, because they could see from the outside in. But I guess when you're close enough to the door, you can see it.
I think that they might have been. There has to be some sort of threshold that you pass, and then whatever the sidewalk to whatever the fucking floor is inside.
It should be noted that no local had ever existed. Yeah, I already read that part. Yeah. Agent Blank appeared to argue with the group of hostiles, who remained inaudible and invisible to observers, until both agents became visibly distressed and subsequently began to disassemble the bracing apparatus. Agent Blank was sent to retrieve his colleagues with force if necessary, but upon approaching SCP-901-1, dropped his sidearm and raised his hands in the air. Further personnel sent to interfere with the situation met with similar effects. Once all equipment had been cleared from SCP-901-1, all agents experiencing abnormal psychological effects entered SCP-901, and SCP-901-1 closed as normal. It was sealed for a normal period of 23 days, and none of the subjects re-emerged.
Like, at all?
At all. So, what they did, I'm guessing,
was pissed it off.
They pissed them off. They had their guns up. They put their hands in the air. They went inside. Door shut. Never heard from them again.
Agent Blank was sent to retrieve his colleagues with force, if necessary.
Yeah.
But
when he approached the door.
But when he approached the door, he dropped his gun and fucking gave up and hands. Walked in.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It's psychological.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yeah, it's cool.
Because he was gonna go in there and try to help these guys and get them out of there, but they said no. And then they're like, "Come in," yeah. And then you're like, "Oh yeah, no problem." Because imagine going up, ready to fucking breach the fucking door and go in and fucking get everybody out, but no, you fucking immediately see that door and you touch it or whatever. You're in that threshold and you go, "Nope, never mind. Here we go."
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's nuts.
Okay, Addendum 901-2. Dr. Major's communique to higher command, 05 eyes only. SCP-901 holds a great deal of potential to the Foundation as a means of controlling unruly humanoid SCPs, D-class personnel, or others. However, I suspect there may be some bias in our testing procedure since they're all D-classes, and we naturally expect the ideal D-class to be submissive. Perhaps the high rates of death and trauma are due to this. It would therefore be of interest to see the effect of this SCP on individuals conditioned to resist physical and psychological stress. As Foundation agents and other personnel fit this category well, I propose we recruit volunteers from the ranks of these personnel or draft them if necessary to test SCP-901. Dr. Major.
I think you're gonna want to recruit them, my guy. Drafting them and throwing them in there is a bit fucking...
I can see how they want it to be kind of a jail.
Oh,
because, I understand. Controlling unruly humanoid SCPs, D-class personnel. So, basically, dirt class, right? Mm-hmm. Without saying anything else.
Dick class.
Douche class.
Well, decommissioned. That's what I was going to go for. I did. Easy. Well, I know. I had that feeling a long time ago that D class is like a thing where it's like if you get demoted, it says promoted, but I think it's a demotion to D class.
Oh, maybe.
Because there's been so many of those people that we've come across in many SCPs, I feel like.
In real life.
Like Seamus. I have a feeling that Seamus was declassed.
Yeah, right. So anyway, they I get the Dr. Majors, deal with that.
What I actually do like about this, though, too, is you imagine you're on a street. You see building. It's 4 stories high. And you look into the building, and there's 2 mahogany doors, which I'm guessing don't have windows, but the building does. You can peer into that building and see that there's nothing inside. But if you felt like taking a walk in, the door's going to slam shut behind you, and you're stuck there for, 3 fucking weeks? Maybe. Or forever. You might die. And it's going to turn into some sort of fucking law enforcement facility, depending on where you're from, I guess. I don't know if that's the part that I missed, if it automatically goes to where you're from.
It depends. I think it depends on your mental state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because one notable case, a formerly Foundation researcher had been voted due breaches of protocol, entered in. And
it doesn't say what happened to him because it was redacted.
Breaches protocol involving assignment to SCP-231. Hello? Okay.
Whoa, what's up with this?
Adult content. I mean, some of it might have to be censored, especially if there's some fucking disgusting bullshit in here that I think that there is.
Are we going to read this one now?
Oh my god.
What part are you reading?
Pretty much all of it. I think it has to.
Is that a little too much?
I think that has something to do with child sex trafficking.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. That seems like a rough read.
That just makes me feel squeaky.
Yeah, read that and fucking wanna. Oh god.
Like all 3 words should not be in a sentence.
What the fuck did he do about something anyway?
What do you mean?
Demoted to D-Class due to breaches of protocol involving assignment 231. Okay.
Breaches of protocol. Maybe he.
I don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't either.
That's fucked. Well, I mean,
this one was better than I thought.
Yeah, like we sit here and roll these at random, and then we fucking get 901 if that has a plus 87 rating, and we're thinking that it's going to be terrible.
Anything under 100 in my mind is not good.
Right. I feel like everything that's above 1,000 is supposed to be fantastic.
Or at least better than average.
Meanwhile, we did the
I wonder what the rating curve is for SCPs. Like, if you took all the SCPs and you plotted it all out, would it be like a bell curve, or would it be like slanted, or would it be like most of them be bad?
Yep.
What?
I don't know why I didn't understand you at first, but now I do. Here's all the SCPs in one simple line. I'm pretty sure it's like just this small little bell curve.
There has to be a way to ask AI if it can do that and put it on a chart.
I feel like there's a way just to ask Google what's the average rating of an SCP.
Yeah, we could try that.
Because if I had to take a guess, it's somewhere in like the 500s or something like that.
See, like I said, I wondered. You gonna do it?
Yeah, why not?
All right.
AI overview from Google. While there isn't a single definitive average rating for an SCP, entry on the wiki, most would consider a safe. No, that's not what I meant.
What is this crap? Maybe we had to ask.
Why are ratings that's from 7 years ago.
Well, it's still valid to this day. The question is, why are ratings so low for how popular SCP is? Which, it did come out 7 years ago, but you know what? It's still valid.
That's actually a good question.
Yeah.
What does SCP ...
See what the answer is.
I think this is the picture one.
It is the picture one. I love it. I love that one.
Oh my god.
What rabbit hole have you taken me down? Because till I've never heard of SCPs.
Oh yeah, I mean, it just keeps going and going and going.
Oh, it's crazy. It's crazy fun.
Before we leave, I would like to go back to the whole thing about how you love Balatro.
Me?
Yeah, you love it, don't you?
I'm playing it nonstop, it seems.
Yeah, isn't it ridiculously I feel like it's addicting.
I love when games come out and you play the game in the style that the person intended it to. This is a very 8-bit. It looks like something you should be playing on a Super Nintendo.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's what it looks like when you play. But apart from that, the game doesn't the tutorial sucks on it.
Yeah, there is. You kind of have to figure it out yourself.
No, there is none.
Yeah, you kind of have to figure it out yourself.
And I still don't know how to use the damn planet cards yet, or what the piss they do.
I'll go through a run.
Are we going to do it now?
I'll go through a run with you. Well, not like right now. I'll end this goddamn podcast and then we'll do a run.
Okay.
But I wanted to show you this game that's coming out here soon. It's called Typing, and it's basically the same thing, but you said something about how fucking fast I type.
Yeah, no, not me. I'm not.
Because there's all your jokers
but
and
that
shit.
would be. Oh yeah.
It's the same fucking gig. That's
You're
sick.
right. See, that's kind of cool.
And I'm pretty sure you probably get
You
penalized.
get multipliers.
You probably
That's
get
cool.
penalized for fucking how many times you fuck up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they just typed
Yeah, because it shows you your accuracy percentage at the top and how many words per minute. I like it.
That's gonna be a fun game.
Yeah, but see, that's a game. Number one, you cannot play stoned. Or you should, if you do end up streaming this, if you do end up playing this and streaming it, you should do one where you wake up in the morning, have a cup of coffee, wait about a half hour, and then do it, and then you just drop some gummies and just go to town and just do it again and see the difference.
Oh my god! Yeah, I can't wait to play this.
Yeah,
it's not out yet.
That looks pretty good. When does it come out?
I think you could play
second quarter 25. Yeah, there's probably a demo of it.
There was another one that they came out with.
I understand the whole multiple. It's sort of like, what are those games where they're called a certain thing where you just where you accrue stuff over time, multipliers that are like what's the name of those games? Give me a second, I'll remember. There's a term for it.
I want to say MMO.
No. It's a game. Idle. It's an idle game.
Oh, like fucking like a Clash of Clans or something like that.
No, that's not an idle game.
Oh.
An idle game is a game where you unlock the next stage and it just keeps going idle when you don't play the game, and then when you log back into the game you've accrued so much.
Well, yeah, isn't that like fucking any like game like I was thinking Clash of Clans, and then even like you got your Monopoly Goes and all that fucking bullshit where like you can still be like the game is playing itself while you're not actively playing it.
Yeah, but these are different. These are like more mathematical, and it has multipliers, and it's sort of like where Balatro got its multipliers from. Mm-hmm. That's what it reminds me of in the idle games. Just look up any even iOS. Just type in idle game.
Okay.
And play a few on your phone, and you'll see exactly what I mean.
Okay.
They're all the same genre, but they use them, and now games are incorporating the use of multipliers into the game, and I'm digging it. Is all I'm saying.
Heard that. I'll check it out.
Yeah.
All right, well, that'll be the end of this episode. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to the Safely Controlled podcast here on the Going with Rogue channel. Thanks again, Rob, for stopping by and recording with me.
I love it.
Super fun. Mm-hmm. This is the podcast where we talk about SCP sometimes and then more fucking bullshit about video games.
And other stuff.
Yeah, it's fine.
No, we don't care.
Tell your friends to subscribe to the channel and fucking... like the podcast, give this a like, comment on it. Tell us how you felt about this episode.
Anything.
Tell us how you feel about the previous ones.
Tell us what you had for breakfast.
Tell us what you plan on having for dinner. And then tell us why you didn't.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Tell us what you want for dinner.
Tell us what you're not getting for dinner. Anyway, bye.
Yeah, later.